Welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Most Dangerous Game from 1932. Just a quick reminder, this is our enhanced watch-along. We'll be adding facts, trivia, and context throughout the movie. We'll keep it spoiler-free for the main plot and won't talk over key dialogue. Our aim is to boost your viewing experience.
Howard Stern, Baba Booey, Howard Stern, Baba Booey.
So this is, of course, based on a very famous short story by Richard Connell, and it was actually one of the most anthologized short stories of all time. I actually remember reading it in school. It was one of the stories we studied. But it was first published in Collier's magazine in January of 1924.
This is one of the most classic action movie core storylines that you'll see out there. I remember seeing this in Hard Target with Van Damme. To me, that was the last really, really good movie that used it, but it's been used so much. It's one of those absolute core storylines, kind of like the Die Hard one and the Rocky one, the underdog story. It's one of those core, staples.
It really is.
So obviously we're in some kid's bathtub. He's playing with his toys, and now we're going to cut to the movie itself. I wonder who that kid was that was playing with in his bath with toys. Maybe he'll come back at the end.
Channels here on the chart, all right. And so are the marking lights.
Then what's wrong with them?
Those lights don't seem to be in just the right place. They're both a bit out of position, according to this.
Two light buoys mean a safe channel between the world over.
Safe between the world over doesn't go in these waters. Look here. You'll see the water shoals on the island side, while the deep soundings run to the mainland.
Have any of you seen the captain today?
No, he wasn't down for dinner.
No, and he wasn't down for lunch. He hasn't left the bridge since you decided to come through the channel.
What are you driving at?
Ever since you gave him those orders yesterday to cut through these waters, he's had the jitters. There's something wrong. I'm getting nerves myself.
Doc, what do you recommend for nerves?
Give him a shot of scotch.
Good.
Give him the whole bottle.
No, I've got nerves, too.
Here you are, Doc. Just what you need.
Well, maybe you're right.
Good evening, Captain. Good evening, sir. May I speak with you?
Why, certainly. Go ahead.
We're heading straight for the channel between Brank Island and the mainland.
Good.
But the lights are just a bit off, according to the chart.
But charts are never up to date in this part of the Pacific. You know that.
I know, sir, but doesn't Brank Island mean anything to you?
Well, not a lot.
Well, perhaps if I could talk with Mr. Rainsford.
But Bob's not a sailor. He's a hunter.
He's made many of these trips. He's young, but he has judgment.
I'll call him.
Oh, Bob. Bob.
What is it?
Come up here, will you?
Just a minute. What's bothering you, Captain?
There are no more coral reef, shark-infested waters in the whole world than these.
Boy, just take a look at these. You didn't turn out so hot as a hunter, Doc, but oh, what a photographer. Say, if we'd had you to take pictures on the Sumatran trip, they might have believed my book.
If you'd had me on the Sumatran trip, you'd never had me on this one.
Say, here's the swell one of the ship, Skipper. Well, what's the matter?
These old sea dogs tell yarns to kid each other and end up believing it all themselves.
Well, I think that Mr. Rainsford should know that the channel lights aren't just in the position given on the chart.
Oh. Well, what do you think, fellas?
I think we should turn back and take the outside course.
Oh,
Turn back now.
Excelsior. We'll go ahead.
Very well, sir. It's your ship.
It was the schooner Hesperus, and she sailed the wintry sea.
Now, wait a minute, fellas. Let's talk this over. There's no use taking any chances.
Chances? That's fine talk coming from a fellow who just got through slapping tigers in the face. Here, get a knifeful of this.
And he talks about taking chances.
Here's the Doc charging the enemy with an unloaded camera. Get the expression on Doc's face, Bill.
He looks more frightened than the tiger.
He is.
Just what you have on your mind, Doc.
I'll tell you what I had on my mind. I was thinking of the inconsistency of civilization. The beast of the jungle killing just for his existence is called savage. The man killing just for sport is called civilized.
Yeah.
It's a bit contradictory, isn't it?
Now, just a minute. What makes you think it isn't just as much sport for the animal as it is for the man? Now, take that fellow right there, for instance. There never was a time when he couldn't have gotten away. But he didn't want to. He got interested in hunting me. He didn't hate me for stalking him, any more than I hated him for trying to charge me. As a matter of fact, we admired each other.
Perhaps. But would you change places with the tiger?
Well, not now.
Here comes that bad luck lady again. Third time tonight.
Here, let me shuffle him.
Wait a minute. Don't evade the issue.
Yes, come speak up.
I asked you a question.
Yes.
You did? Oh, I forgot.
No, you didn't. I asked you if there'd be as much sport in the game if you were the tiger instead of the hunter.
Got you now, Bob. Well, that's something I'll never have to decide.
No?
Listen here, you fellas. This world's divided into two kinds of people, the hunter and the hunted. Well, luckily, I'm a hunter. Nothing can ever change that. Hang on a minute.
Hello down there. Hello, engine room. The dynamo's flooded. The water ever hits those hot boilers.
If I'm gonna drown, I'm taking you with me.
Where are the others?
See anybody?
Nobody left but us two and that fella. Shark! Help! Look! Shark! Oh! He got me!
Quick,
Joel.
to the island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah. I was thinking, we got the shark attack, we got the shipwreck. Yeah, this is kind of familiar. But that's, of course, Joel McCrea playing Bob Rainsford. He became a major star, sort of.
He's a B-movie version of Cary Grant.
Yeah. He's sort of an all-American persona. He did a lot of westerns, including Ride the High Country. And this was a very early leading role for him, and he does quite well in it.
Question, why did all of you guys wear your pants above your belly button back then? Do you still wear your pants like that?
Oh, no, I certainly don't. I guess fashions change over the years, you know?
When did you stop doing that? In the 50s or the 60s?
Yeah, well, I would think it would have been sometime after the 50s, yeah. I think it just wasn't fashionable anymore. There were two directors involved in this movie. Irving Pichel, who was an actor and a director. He was actually later blacklisted during the McCarthy era, but he most likely was in charge of the more dramatic scenes, working with the actors. The other guy was Ernest Schoedsack, who was known for adventure and documentaries. And he also worked with Marion C. Cooper, who also worked on this. So he was probably in charge of the action and the spectacle and the overall visual elements of this film.
He dried up pretty quickly.
Yes, he did. Hot jungle.
I guess. Literally, as he went onto shore, he was like bone dry.
Yeah.
It's almost like the rare projection water wasn't real. I don't know.
You're talking crazy.
Oh, back to the beginning. Time is a flat circle.
Yeah. Gotta love that.
Hello, anybody here?
Anybody around, I say? Oh, hello. Is this your house? I'm not trying to break in, but I've been in a wreck. Our yacht just sunk with all hands. I got ashore and found your place here by accident. I'm not trying to intrude, but I'm in sort of a jam. Don't you understand any English?
Ivan does not speak any language. He has the misfortune to be dumb.
Oh, hello. Are you the owner here?
Yes. Welcome to my poor fortress.
Fortress?
It once was, built by the Portuguese centuries ago. I have had the ruins restored to make my home here. I am Count Zaroff.
My name's Robert Rainsford. Glad to meet you.
More like Count Zesty.
Very glad.
Yeah, Ivan is a Cossack. I am afraid, like all my fellow countrymen, he is a bit of a savage. Smile, Ivan. Ulidnis!
I was trying to make him understand there'd been a shipwreck in the channel.
Chort was me, but how appalling. And you mean to say that you are the only survivor?
Yes. I'm afraid I am.
You're certain?
Well, I'd never left the spot if I hadn't been. The swellest crowd on earth. My best friends. It's incredible.
Such things are always incredible. Death is for others, not for ourselves. That is how most of my other guests have felt.
Your other guests? You mean this has happened before?
My dear fellow, we have several survivors from the last wreck still in the house. It would seem that this island were cursed.
That's just what the captain said. Only he thought it was uninhabited.
We Cossacks find our inspiration in solitude.
Well, it's a break for me anyway.
My house is yours, sir. Oh, by the way, you want to change those wet rags immediately.
Yes. They look about the way I feel.
Yes. I have some loose hunting clothes which I keep for my guests that you can possibly get into. Od vidi Ivov krajnyu komnatu. Ivan will show you to your room.
Thank you.
Man, this guy seems torn up.
You'll find a stiff drink there also.
Thanks a lot.
Rashu, all pleasure is mine.
All of his best friends are dead? He's holding hip together surprisingly well.
He really is, yeah.
He's bringing such emotional depth to this character.
You can tell he's going to be a star.
All of my friends are dead. My best friends. Oscar worthy, I'm telling you.
Yeah. That was Noble Johnson, who was playing Ivan, the Cossack.
Come in.
Ready, Rainsford?
All set.
Where are they going, to the opera?
I'm afraid we have finished dinner, but I have ordered something for you.
Thanks. I don't feel like eating.
Oh, dear, dear. Well, perhaps later. Now then, what do you say to coffee and most charming company? It is hard to forget your comrade's fate, I know, but our feminine guest is easily perturbed. If I could beg you to put a good face upon the matter, Assume a cheerfulness you may not feel.
Why, sure, of course.
Thank you.
Look how high his pants are.
Miss Trowbridge, may I present Mr. Robert Rainsford, Miss Eve Trowbridge,
How'd you do?
How do you do?
and her brother, Mr. Martin Trowbridge.
All right, old chap. Pretty well shaken up, I guess, huh?
Coming out of it now, thanks.
We know just how it feels. Don't we?
Indeed, we do. Perhaps Mr. Rainsford would like some hot coffee.
Oh, yes, of course. Mr. Rainsford, please sit here.
Oh, thank you.
Digestive coffee vodka.
Vodka, that's the stuff. One shot'll dry you out quicker than all the coffee in Java. Have to toss it off, though, like this.
Now, Martin, you don't have to drink it all tonight, do you?
Don't be ridiculous, sis. We are victims of circumstance, same as Mr. Rainsford. And if anyone has a right to his liquor, it's a victim of circumstance. Isn't that so, Count?
Of course, yes.
You were in a shipwreck, too, I understand.
Yes. Our lifeboat was the only one saved. My brother and I and 2 sailors. The Count found us on the beach with nothing but the clothes on our backs.
Those channel lights must have been shifted. I wonder it hasn't been reported.
We will report him, just as soon as we get back to the mainland.
You see, the Count has only one launch, and that's under repair.
Russians are not the best mechanics. I'm afraid we'll have to be patient a few days longer.
That's all right with me. I feel as if I were living on borrowed time right now.
Speaking of that, perhaps now you'll tell us a little bit about who you are. Just sketchily, you know. Born, married, why I left my last job.
No. One moment, please. Mr. Rainsford need never explain who he is in my house.
No?
No, we entertain a celebrity, Miss Trowbridge.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Let me guess. I know. Flagpole sitter.
Oh, flagpole sitter.
I know, he wrote some books.
No, he lived some books. If I am not mistaken, this is Mr. Robert Rainsford, who hunts big game so adventurously.
Yeah? Here's to you.
I've lugged the gun around a little.
I've lugged the gun around a little. No, I have read your books. I read all books on hunting. Papirosu?
Thank you.
Only in yours have I found a sane point of view.
What do you mean, sane?
Cigarette?
Yeah, thanks.
You do not excuse what needs no excuse. Now, let me see, how did you put it? Hunting is as much a game as stud poker, only the limits are higher. You have put our case perfectly, Mr. Rainsford.
Well, then you're a hunter yourself.
We are kindred spirits. It is my one passion.
He sleeps all day and hunts all night. And what's more, Rainsford, he'll have you doing the same thing.
We'll have capital sport together, I hope.
Don't encourage him. You know, he's had our 2 sailors so busy chasing around the woods after flora and fauna that we haven't seen him for 3 days.
But what do you hunt here?
I'll tell you. You will be amused, I know. I have done a rare thing. I have invented a new sensation.
Yeah, and is he stingy with it?
What is this sensation, Count?
Mr. Rainsford, God made some men poets. Some he made kings, some beggars. Me he made a hunter. My hand was made for the trigger, my father told me. He was a very rich man with 250,000 acres in the Crimea and an ardent sportsman. When I was only stirrup high, he gave me my first gun.
Good for him.
My life has been one glorious hunt. It would be impossible for me to tell you how many animals I have killed. But when the revolution flamed up...
Look out.
Victory stop!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Count Zaroff was so interesting, I didn't realize the danger.
Oh, it's all right now. What were you saying about the revolution, Count?
Oh, merely that I escaped with most of my fortune. Naturally, I continued to hunt all over the world. It was in Africa that the Cape Buffalo gave me this.
That must have been a close call.
Yes, it still bothers me sometimes. However, in 2 months, I was on my way to the Amazon. I'd heard that the jaguars there were unusually cunning. No sport at all.
Well, conditions are bad everywhere these days.
One night as I lay in my tent with this head of mine, a terrible thought crept like a snake into my brain. Hunting was beginning to bore me.
Is that such a terrible thought, Count?
It is, my dear lady, when hunting has been the whip for all other passions. When I lost my love of hunting, I lost my love of life. Of love.
Well, you seem to have stood it pretty well.
I even tried to sink myself to the level of the savage. I made myself perfect in the use of the Tartar war bow.
Tartar which?
Tartar war bow. That one up there.
That's cute.
Even to this day, I prefer to hunt with it. But alas, even that was too deadly. What I needed was not a new weapon, but a new animal.
A new animal?
Exactly so.
You found one?
Yes. Here on my island, I hunt the most dangerous game.
The most dangerous game? You mean tigers?
Tigers? No. The tiger has nothing but his claws and his fangs.
I heard some queer beast howling back there along the water. Was that it?
It's no use, Rainsford. He won't tell. He won't even let you see his trophy room till he gets ready to take you on the hunt of the great What's-It.
My one secret. I keep it as a surprise for my guests against the rainy day of boredom.
Listen, old boy, you let me in on that game and I'll bet you I'd go for it. You know, Rainsford, he hasn't failed yet. If he says the thing is good, it is good. He's a judge of liquor, wizard at a contract, plays the piano, anything you want. He's a good host. And a good scout, eh, Count?
Yes, yes.
You want me to go hunting? All right, you just say the word. We're pals. We'll have a big party, get cockeyed, and go hunting.
A completely civilized point of view.
Now, listen, I'll tell you what you do. You come to my place in the Adirondack sometime, see? We'll have a private car, liquor and gals on the trip, and the guides will make the deers behave.
I think we'd better change the subject.
All right. Change the subject. Oh, I know. Play the piano, huh?
If you wish.
Good idea. Play the piano. Now leave it to me and I'll fix everything.
Perhaps the Count doesn't want to play.
Now there you go. It says throwing cold water. Now leave me alone. I know where the piano is. I'm perfectly sober.
A charming simplicity.
Completely civilized, did you say?
He talks of wine and women as a prelude to the hunt. We barbarians know that it is after the chase and then only that man revels.
It does seem a bit like cocktails before breakfast.
Of course, yes. You know the saying of the Ogandi chieftains. Hunt first the enemy, then the woman.
That's the savage's idea everywhere.
It is the natural instinct. What is woman? Even such a woman as this, until the blood is quickened by the kill.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. You Americans. One passion builds upon another. Kill, then love. When you have known that, you will have known ecstasy.
Oh, Martin.
Introducing Zaroff, the keyboard king, in his Branca Island hour. Come on, Count, now you're shown.
What do you suggest?
Oh, just a good tune, but not highbrow like last night. Just a good tune, see?
I see.
Yeah.
I'm not the sharpest guy in the world, but I think that guy's drunk. His acting's very subtle. You had to read their body language.
Yes. Well, this was, they were coming out of theater here, which has always been more subtle than film.
Theater has a reputation for the opposite, though. Theater, they generally pay to the back of the crowd, so they're going against type.
Oh, it's hunting dogs.
Keep your voice low and listen. It isn't true about the launch needing repairs. I heard it leave the boathouse last night. It returned this morning.
You mean he's keeping you from returning to the mainland?
Yes.
Well, perhaps he enjoys the company of two very charming people.
Two, maybe. There were 4 of us a week ago. The other 2 have disappeared.
What do you mean?
One night after dinner, the Count took one of our sailors down to see his trophy room. At the foot of those stone steps.
That iron door?
Yes. 2 nights later, he took the other there. Neither has been seen since.
Have you asked him about them?
He says they've gone hunting. Oh, be careful. He's watching us. Will you smile as if I'd said something funny?
Now, look here, you must be mistaken.
Not now. Applaud.
Even though he's close enough to hear them, if they talk in close-ups, he really can't.
Boy.
Thank you.
What did I tell you? Smack some in ivory, eh, Rainsford?
It was splendid. Don't stop, please.
Now, I'm afraid we have failed to hold the full attention of our audience.
Well, I expect it's rather difficult for Mr. Rainsford to concentrate on anything after all he's been through.
Oh, my dear lady, you are pleading for yourself. I can see the drooping of those lovely eyes. Excuse me. Provadeo naver.
You know, the Count's worse than a family governess. Every night he sends us off to bed like naughty children.
Oh, no, my dear. No. Charming children.
There. You hear that, sis? Now trot along upstairs and don't bother us grown-ups anymore.
Well, after that, I guess I'll have to go. Good night, Mr. Rainsford.
Good night. We'll be seeing each other at breakfast.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sis. We won't be seeing each other at breakfast.
Oh, my dear Rainsford, I have been most inconsiderate. You must be feeling the need of sleep, too.
Yes, I am just about all in.
Then Ivan will show you to your room. Oh, do you come to do?
Oh, Martin, turn in early, please.
Don't worry. The Count will take care of me, all right.
Indeed I shall.
Well, good night.
Good night, sir. Sleep well.
My God, they held on that note. If you didn't know who the bad guy was.
You do now.
Oh, well, here's long life.
A long life. Tell me, Mr. Trowbridge, are you also fatigued?
Tired? Me? You know I'm not. You know, Rainsford, we two are just alike. Up all night and sleep all day. Well, good night. Well, what are we going to do, huh?
He'll take care of me. Cheers to a long life.
What's the big idea?
I thought that perhaps tonight you would like to see my trophy room.
Your trophy room?
I'm sure you will find it most interesting.
Say, that's a great idea. Oh, now we're pals. No more secrets now, huh? We'll make a night of it.
I hope so, Mr. Trowbridge.
Just you and I, pals. We'll have fun together, huh?
Precisely, yes. Fun together.
Ah, boy, County, oh boy, County.
I have a feeling they're going to have a beautiful friendship together.
You're not feeling it?
No, I am. I mean, everything indicates that they're going to be lifelong pals.
Yes.
I mean, I take the dialogue at face value.
Oh, well, it's always a good idea.
Please let me come in. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I'm frightened.
What was it, those dogs?
My brother. I've been listening for hours for him to come upstairs. I've just gone to his room. He isn't there.
Well, he's probably somewhere with the Count.
That's just what I'm afraid of. Count Zaroff is planning something about my brother and me.
You don't really think anything's happened to your brother?
Oh, I don't know, but we've got to find him. Won't you help me?
Well, of course I'll help you. Where do you think he's gone?
Where did the others go?
You see, my penis has a way of calming women down.
The iron door. I'll meet you downstairs in 5 minutes.
Thank you.
That's, of course, Fay Wray, who would become famous very shortly after this in King Kong. And in fact, this is her natural hair color that we're seeing here. She's a brunette. But in King Kong, she wears a blonde wig, so she became kind of famous for that blonde look.
That's queer. It's unlocked.
I don't know. Fay Wray came into my room, all hot and bothered. I wouldn't say meet me downstairs in 5 minutes. I'd be like, I can calm you down in about 5 minutes. Maybe 4.5. Maybe 5 might be stretching it if I'm a little too excited.
Yes, well, she actually became known as the first Scream Queen, in large part for
literally for her screams, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, she was a good screamer. And, you know, this movie and King Kong certainly.
I wouldn't mind making her scream. Oh!
Of course, this is also a pre-code movie, which means that the censorship rules were not being enforced.
Zaroff, he's coming down.
Back here, quick!
There is potential here for more gruesome things and also sexier things than in movies that were made just a couple of years after this.
So I'm not that far off. Oh.
No.
Maybe this movie might get spicy.
Where's my brother?
Where's Trowbridge?
Where's my brother?
Now's the time for one of your famous screams. Your brother just died.
You killed him. You killed my brother. You!
Angus! Why are you? Was waiting here, you're not there.
The acting style back then, man, I don't know.
Come, my dear Rainsford. I don't want to treat you like my other guests. You and I, we are hunters.
So that's your most dangerous game.
Oh, he said it.
My dear fellow, I intended to tell you last night, but you know, Miss Trowbridge.
You hunted him like an animal.
I know what you think, but you are wrong. He was sober and fit for sport when I sent him out. An hour or two strapped up in here brought him to his senses.
You raving maniac.
Yes. I'll take it off when we finish. The stupid fellow tried to escape through the swamps of Fog Hollow. You see, when I first began stocking my island, many of my guests thought I was joking. So I established this trophy room. I always bring them here before the hunt. An hour with my trophies, and they usually do their best to keep away from me.
Where do you get these poor devils?
Providence provided my island with dangerous reefs.
But there are light buoys to mark the safe channel.
They do not always mark it.
You shifted them.
Precisely right. Too bad your yacht should have suffered. But at least it brought us together.
You take half-drowned men from ships you've wrecked and drive them out to be hunted.
I give them every consideration. Good food, exercise, everything to get them in splendid shape.
To be shot down in cold blood.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I admit with this annoying fellow. But usually I give them hunting clothes, a woodsman's knife, and a full day's start. Why, I even wait until midnight to give them the full advantage of the dark. And if one eludes me only till sunrise, he wins the game.
Suppose he refuses to be hunted.
Ivan is such an artist with these. Invariably, Mr. Rainsford, invariably they choose to hunt.
And when they win?
To date, I have not lost. Oh, Rainsford, you'll find this game worth playing. When the next ship arrives, we'll have gorgeous sport together.
You murdering rat, I'm a hunter, not an assassin.
Come, Rainsford, say you will hunt with me.
Hunt men?
Say you'll hunt with me. No.
What do you think I am?
What the hell is he looking at?
One I fear who dare not follow his own convictions to their logical conclusion. I'm afraid in this instance, Mr. Rainsford, you may have to follow them.
Isn't the guy like to his right?
What do you mean?
I shall not wait for the next ship. 4 o'clock. The sun is just rising. Ostekniki na Rushniki. Come, Mr. Rainsford. Let us not waste time.
This is one of the earliest "we're not so different, you and I" speeches.
It's true. That scene was apparently much longer originally, with more gruesome trophies, but audiences were too horrified in the previews.
Ivan. Angus. Your fangs and claws, Mr. Rainsford.
Why is she showing more emotion now than when her brother died?
Well, he was annoying.
She doesn't even know this guy. She met him like last night.
Ivan.
Oh, what are they going to do?
I'm going to be hunted.
Oh, no, no, Miss Trowbridge. Outdoor chess. His brain against mine. His woodcraft against mine. And the prize?
The prize?
You may recall what I said last evening. Only after the kill does man know the true ecstasy of love.
Suppose you lose.
If I do not, what shall I say, find you between midnight and sunrise tomorrow, freedom for both of you.
I'm going with you.
No. He'll kill you, too.
Not at all. One does not kill the female animal. If you lose, I can easily recapture her alive.
All right. I'll take her with me, then. We'll set him a trail he'll remember.
Aren't female animals like a lot of times more dangerous than male animals in the wild?
It's only fair to advise you against Fog Hollow. Outdoor chess, Mr. Rainsford.
He's not fooling anyone. He has no interest in women. She's as safe as she could possibly be.
Well, I was going to say that's a very pre-code idea, you know, like he's really implying something there.
Don't lose your nerve. We beat this thing.
The others didn't.
We will. Come on, let's get going.
I still don't get her motivation. Yeah, she's a prisoner, but she's a kept woman in a castle. Now she's going to be running around in a jungle with this guy? For what reason?
Yeah, good question.
I mean, she just said it herself. No one else survived.
Yeah, that's true.
I like the subtlety of him touching that scar on his head. It kind of
Yes.
implies like some kind of brain damage or concussion or something that's driving him crazy.
Yeah.
It seems as though we've come miles.
Yeah. Well, 3 hours doesn't take you far in this jungle. Come on, let's keep going. Come on.
Isn't it supposed to be nighttime?
Yes, it is.
It's a pretty bright jungle at the night time.
Yes.
Just a little more of this, then easy downhill going. Soon be safe.
I mean, what's the source of light? I mean, the sun, right? I mean,
Yes.
typically, if you're not in the city, it's pretty bright sunlight for nighttime, man.
It would be pitch dark. Absolutely.
I mean, it'd be pitch dark at like dusk at like 6 p.m. or something.
No wonder he was so sure. This island's no bigger than a deer park.
Oh, Bob!
Come on now.
What are we going to do?
We didn't each live through a shipwreck to let this crazy manhunter worry us.
I shouldn't have come with you. You might beat him if you were alone.
Alone? And leave you here with that savage? Not a chance. Now we've got to think of something to worry him.
Oh, you'd never get near him. He'd shoot on sight.
Weapons aren't everything in the jungle. Say, did you notice that leaning tree down there?
The one we just passed?
Yes. Come on, I want to show you something.
I know what he's going to show her. Now we're talking.
You see? If that supporting branch were cut away, this fallen tree would make a perfect melee deadfall.
A melee deadfall? What's that?
A man-killing contraption the natives use. It'll stop that madman, all right. Trouble is, it takes quite a few hours to build.
He said he wouldn't follow till midnight.
That's right. If you help me, I think we'll have time. Come on, we'll cut some strong vines.
That's not what I thought he was going to do behind that tree.
No.
There. Almost ready. This bracelet of yours makes a fine guide ring for my necktie.
He'll have been on his way almost an hour now.
Look out. Don't touch that trip line. You'll have a 2-ton tree down on your back. Jungle wood's as heavy as iron.
Will it really work?
Never known a living thing to get by one yet. Look here. If you touch that trip line, you'll pull that trigger free. Once that's loose, there's nothing to keep the log from coming down. It'll crash down and kill anything underneath it.
Look.
We're ready. Let them come.
This was all shot on the same sets as King Kong. And they were made kind of at the same time as well.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Give me that knife.
Why prolong it? I'll not bungle this shot. You'll never even feel it. But surely you don't think that anyone who has hunted leopards would follow you into that ambush? Oh, very well. If you choose to play the leopard, I shall hunt you like a leopard.
This is, of course, Wesley Banks as Count Zaroff. He's a highly respected British stage actor, and this was his American film debut. His performance is often considered and hugely influential for on-screen villains. He's cultured, he's intelligent, he's sadistic.
Wait, maybe it's a trick.
Incidentally, Leslie, he actually suffered a wound during World War I, which paralyzed his face on the left side, which kind of enhanced his sinister look for the screen. And interesting, the scars I don't think they're actually real, but you could almost imagine that the scars were part of that injury that paralyzed his face.
He has that European thing, the slick dark hair, the goatee, a lot of things that people are still doing with villains today.
Totally.
Why did he go?
He's playing with us, like a cat with a mouse.
What do you mean?
You heard him say he'd hunt us as he'd hunt a leopard. It means he's gone for his high-powered rifle.
His rifle. Oh, Bob, we must get away from here. Run, quick!
Eve, wait!
Yes, panic. That's what we can do.
That's
Let's
right.
just panic and start running around the jungle.
Yeah, not cool.
That'll solve all of our problems. I love the way he always goes back to touching his forehead. That's like a brilliant subtlety.
It is, yeah. And his distinctive accent, as you're saying.
No, I tell you, no!
Don't stop. No.
Wait! That's Fog Hollow ahead.
Fog Hollow?
The swamp where he caught the others. We haven't a chance of keeping ahead of him there.
But there's no place else to run.
That's just what he's counting on. We've got 2 hours till dawn. We've got to use our brains instead of our legs.
And he'll have his rifle.
And we'll have a man trap. Look.
Oh. It makes me dizzy.
Cover this over. When Mr. Zaroff falls down there, he'll be all through hunting. Quick, gather some leaves and grass. I'll cut some branches.
Yeah, apparently Joel McCrea and Leslie Banks did not actually get along on the set, which is kind of nice for their character development.
What was their issue?
I don't know, actually, but they just didn't like each other.
Didn't they just try this exact same thing?
Well,
I mean,
this one's a little... I think this is a little bit better. You know, the other one was a lot of work for something that might not actually work, whereas this feels a little more doable.
I mean,
Yeah,
what do they
it's-
think this is? Like Wile E. Coyote or something? Like,
I guess so, yeah.
I'm the world's greatest hunter.
Film had a relatively modest budget compared to King Kong. It was only about $220,000, and it made quite a good profit on that. And of course, they were able to save a lot of money because they were just reusing King Kong's sets and stuff like that.
Very good, Rainsford. Very good. You have not won yet. Look at your watch. Are you looking at it?
Still half an hour till sunrise.
Swamp or no swamp, we can keep ahead of them that long.
As you are doubtless saying, the odds are against me. You have made my rifle useless in the fog. You cannot blame me if I overcome that obstacle.
He's not even trying to yell. How close are they actually to each other? It makes you wonder about the geography of things.
Yes.
Like if he can talk that low and they can hear him,
Yeah.
and like inside the castle they can hear that blowhorn. Like how far are they from the castle? How far are they from him?
Yeah.
It just makes
Good
you wonder,
question.
like, you know, they just seem very close to each other.
Yeah, they do say it's a small island.
I mean, it seems like they're just in the backyard of the island or
it
something.
does. Yeah, it does. These dogs here, they're actually Great Danes, which were borrowed from Harold Lloyd, the great silent film comedian. And Great Danes are big, but they're not actually very vicious, so they actually painted their coats darker to try and make them look more sinister.
It's black and white. Why would they have to paint anything?
Well, I guess it's all shades of gray. Make it
Put on
darker.
chin.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised he wasn't using the dogs earlier than this.
I mean, for a jungle, there's not really a lot of animals that are there, like,
No.
at all, you know? Because you figure in a jungle, he wouldn't even have to hunt them. They just may end up getting killed by wild animals themselves, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But of course, he wants to hunt them. That's the whole point for him. And I guess that's why Bob says, what do you hunt here? You know, like there can't be that much on this little island. But Ivan the Cossack is played by Noble Johnson, who's actually an African-American actor and producer. And he was a childhood friend of Lon Chaney.
Oh!
And I guess in a way he's doing something similar to Lon Chaney here, really transforming himself into this character.
Character's an idiot. He just spared himself.
Yeah. He actually co-founded the Lincoln Motion Picture Company in 1916, one of the first companies to produce race films, as they used to call them, with black casts for black audiences. Some have suggested that he's actually the first black actor playing a Caucasian character in this movie, because the character of Ivan, I guess, is technically Caucasian.
So he was wearing whiteface, huh?
I guess
Reverse
so.
racism.
I guess so. But he was sort of typecast as exotic heavies and servants or native chieftains. He had a very imposing physique. In this case, he's mute, but he's still kind of an imposing henchman.
Well, you know, the theory back then is black people had an extra bone in their ankle, so of course he could play physically imposing characters.
Uh-huh.
This is actually a pretty decent action sequence here.
It is, yeah. You could probably give the credit to Ernest B. Schoedsack, who was known for these kind of adventurous movies with a lot of spectacle.
Lucky for them, those dogs can't climb.
Yes, it's true.
Those animals I cornered. Now I know how they felt.
Oh, the movie has a message.
It does.
The dogs are fighting each other now. That's crazy. Oh! Wait a minute, I thought the dogs couldn't climb.
The score was, of course, composed by Max Steiner, who's perhaps famous for doing the score of King Kong, which is
I love the fact that they
iconic
left
score.
that dog falling off the hill in
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah, it's a good choice, you know, it makes it feel real.
Oh.
But Max Steiner, he was considered to be the father of film music. And he's quite an effective score, I think, for this movie. He really builds suspense, and there's lots of little thematic motifs that you can hear repeated throughout the film. And this is actually one of the earliest RKO films to have a substantial, specially composed score rather than just relying on stock music. So that's something. But of course, the King Kong score is much more famous, and some of the music from King Kong has actually been covered by even rock bands. So this stuff isn't as famous, but you can hear though that he really knows what he's doing.
The dog just jumped off the hill by itself. If they just
Yes.
run around a little bit, I think all the bad guys are just going to kill themselves.
Well, that's a good theory, you know.
The dog killed itself. The henchman killed himself.
Yeah. Well, my dad used to give me that advice, you know, if you're attacked by a group of guys, you know, they wind up getting in the way of each other. Just like these dogs, they get in the way, you know, it's not as easy. Look at that. That's animal cruelty there. He's beating up on these poor dogs. Perhaps he is now dead. We don't know. But yeah, I guess there's themes of the hunter versus the hunted and how ethical it is. Civilization versus savagery.
Does anyone in this movie believe in subtle acting? Everyone is just so over the top.
Well, you got to remember, this is very soon after the silent era, so there's still some silent film techniques going on here.
The
And
only
Fay
time
Wray-
there's subtlety with acting is when something tragic happens. Then just no one just reacts at all. All
Yeah.
my best friends were in that boat. They all died. My brother, you killed my brother.
Brilliant.
Otherwise, everything else is just over the top.
Yes. Well, very theatrical and also very, very much like the silent films. Fay Wray, actually.
Ahmed, Miss Trowbridge, bring her here. Now!
Yeah. He's getting those pre-code ideas again here. But Fay Wray actually was in quite a few silent films, so this was not her first acting role, but perhaps she's bringing a little bit of that silent film energy to this. Love the villains who play music, like Dr. Moreau.
What?
My dear Rainsford, I congratulate you. You have beaten me.
Not yet.
Oh, but of course I insist. Why, you're not even wounded.
You hit the dog, not me. I took a chance and went over with him.
A clever trick, Rainsford. I cheerfully admit defeat. Here's the key of the boathouse. The door is in the trophy room. You and Miss Trowbridge may leave at once.
No!
The fight choreography for this is amazing.
You don't think they're just improvising?
No, are you kidding me? You can't improvise this magic. They don't make them like this anymore, I tell you.
No, they don't. It's all done in a wide shot, so you can see they're really, really well rehearsed there.
Yeah. It's not like they said, all right, let's do a wide shot and you guys just run around for 5 minutes. Play fight. I mean, if this was like a Liam Neeson action scene, there'd be like 30 cuts by now.
Oh, yeah.
Man, this guy is the greatest hunter alive. Such a great fighter. Why did he jump towards this? He jumped towards the knife.
Aim! The boat, quick!
What I like about this movie is that there's so many things that are considered cliche today that they did in this movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if it's cliche now, like, imagine in the 30s, you know? This feels like a pioneer. Because you're still doing a lot of that stuff. Shouldn't have took the time to lick his hand.
No.
Structure-wise, they still use this plot. Beats-wise, as far as like things that villains and heroes do, they still use a lot of that stuff. This is like the blueprint for a lot of modern movies, except you just update the acting style, and that's all you really need to do. Otherwise, this has aged really well in a lot of aspects.
Yeah, it has. And I don't mind the over-the-top acting. I kind of like that.
If this isn't hubris, I don't know what it is. This guy thinks he's the greatest hunter alive. Come on. Has he seen any other hunters? He's dead from having an arrow lightly pushed into his back.
Yeah. It's definitely a movie that should be a part of every horror fan's collection, I think. And also just people who like adventure and thrillers. You know, it's just a fun movie.